Our next topic is merits of partnership. In the last class we have seen about the features of partnership. Now we will deal about merits of partnership. So first I will be dictating you what are the merits, the points I am dictating you, then I'll explain you point wise. The first point of merit of partnership is ease of formation and closure. Ease of formation and closure. The second merit of partnership is balanced decision making. It is balanced decision making. The third merit of partnership is more funds. It is more funds. The fourth merit of partnership is sharing of risks. Sharing of risk is the fourth merit of partnership, and the fifth is secrecy. It is secrecy. Now we'll deal with one by one. So the first merit of partnership was ease of formation and closure. It means if we have to open the partnership firm, it can either be easily formed or easily be dissolved. Dissolve means close, because it comes into existence through an agreement among the partners. When the partners do agree on some deeds, some issues, then they can start a lawful business even without registration. So since it is even without registration, we can say that the ease of formation, and so as the ease of closure. So that is one of the merit, that it can be start with not many complications. Second is balanced decision making. So it is always said that two heads are always better than one. So when more than one people are there, then we have more knowledge, more skill, more experience of different partners, of different expertise. So when the decision comes out of the discussion among the partners, it is always filtered decision. So there is always a balanced decision, and all ifs and buts are discussed among the partners. So that is another merit. The third is more funds. So it is very obvious, when more than one partner is there, then more than one partner is involving into the contribution of funds. So when more partners, more funds, and the firm can go larger as compared to sole proprietor or HUF. Sharing of risks. Now if, for example, suppose the business is in loss, so all the partners under the principle of unlimited liability. But if the loss is there, the loss will be divided among all the partners. So each individual partner has not to be borne with the whole of the financial burden. Of course, another thing is it reduces anxiety also, because many partners are there, still they have more to do. The next is secrecy. Now secrecy, how it is a merit, let us understand. A partnership firm can easily keep its secrets, as it is not required to publish, because as per rule also it is not necessary for them to publish the accounts. So if accounts are not published, it can be maintained secretly. Partners are not likely to leak out the secrets, as their own future is linked with the success of the firm. So it is very obvious, if they will leak their the features or their secrets among to the other firms, then it can be lossful for them only. So these are the merits which we have discussed. Now we will discuss what are the limitations of the partnership. So the limitations of the partnership are: first, unlimited liability; second, limited resources; third, possibility of conflicts; fourth, lack of continuity; and fifth, lack of public confidence. So these are the 5 limitations of the partnership: unlimited liability, limited resources, possibility of conflicts, lack of continuity, and lack of public confidence. Now we will deal one by one with the limitations of the partnership. So first is unlimited liability. The liability of the partners is unlimited, jointly as well as individually, because the partners are liable to pay off business debts from their personal property if the business assets are not sufficient to meet its debt. That is already discussed among the partners. If there is a case of debts, sometimes they may have to take the funds from their personal accounts and it is to be given to the partnership firm. And it is a drawback of those partners who have greater personal wealth, as they will have to repay the entire debt in case of other partners are unable to do so. So since it is not a registered, if some which are not wealthy, if they are not able to give the funds, so in that case sometimes, of course it is informal, but the partners who are having more wealth, they may have to contribute more. So sometimes it turns to a limitation. Then limited resources. In the merits we discussed that they are having more funds, but in the limitations it is limited resources. Now we will understand why it is a demerit. Because a partnership firm cannot raise huge financial resources to support a large scale business operations due to legal ceiling on number of partners. Legal ceiling of number of partners means there is a fixed number of partners, maximum to that we cannot extend. So in that case, partnership firm face problem in expansion and growth beyond a certain size. Now here limited resources we are comparing with cooperative society or joint stock. Of course they have more resources than joint Hindu family business and sole proprietor. But since the maximum number of partners are limited, in that case it is said that their expansion is limited up to certain extent. I hope it is clear. Then the third is possibility of conflicts. You know, when more than one person is there, more than one mind, so there may be a possibility of conflicts in taking the decision. If the decision is balanced, it is a merit. But if decision is not balanced, it becomes demerit, as the conflicts may arise, because any difference in opinion on some issues may lead to the disputes. Any wrong decision by one partner may result to the financial ruin of the firm. Then if the partners desire to leave the firm, then it will lead to the termination of partners. So definitely, out of the conflicts, even sometimes the firm gets disturbed. The next limitation is lack of continuity. The life of a partnership firm is highly uncertain and unstable. It can come to an end by agreement, insolvency, death, or insanity of any of the partners. So lack of continuity can be caused either because a partner leaves the partnership, insolvency when the firm gets dissolved, death of any partner. So in that case it can lead to a discontinued firm. Then the next limitation is lack of public confidence. So as a partnership firm is not legally required to publish its account, that we have seen in the merit, in the secrecy. Sorry. Public is not aware of its true financial status. As a result, the partnership firm enjoys less confidence of the public. So since they are not publishing their accounts, their status of accounts, so it can be a secrecy, but for the people, the goodwill cannot be created sometimes because their accounts are not published. So nobody believes that whether the partnership firm is growing or not growing, or what is their financial status. So in that case they may lose the goodwill of the people. So here we have seen the limitations of the partnership, which are unlimited liability, limited resources, possibility of conflicts, lack of continuity, and lack of public confidence. So in today's class, we have discussed about the merits of partnership and the limitations of partnership. So you can prepare your notes on the basis of the discussions held with merits and limitations of the partnership. Thank you.